It's sad watching so many women these days turning away the men who would have made them wives and running straight into the arms of the ones who'll make them single mothers, choosing the thrill over the foundation. And then, when the games end, the same women wonder, where are the good men? The truth is, you sent them away for excitement, for attention, for men who never planned to build, only to dip their thing in you and then leave. The good men don't chase games. They chase to build legacies, and they don't wait forever.
Listen, I'm not the girl that's gonna get around her friends and start disrespecting my man. I don't know why you get around your friends and start moving like y'all single, trying to impress these. And then when you don't have no man, right? And let me tell you something, everything in life is not about a man. But think about it. You chilling with a whole bunch of females who 9 times out of 10 don't have no. So why the would you show off for people that have nothing that you guys can relate to? Make it make sense. I get it. Everything in life is not about a man, but at the end of the day, you gotta surround yourself with people that can teach you something, that y'all on the same vibrations. A lot of times I always see it be like a group of females and maybe two out of the 5 guys, and the rest of them is out in the world doing some weird. I will never step out on my divine other half to prove to a that's single, that's going home fronting on the gram like she's happy and she's free, right? And saying that she's single by choice. When deep down inside, I know that it's a problem. It's a problem. Y'all be lying. And then y'all get mad at the who recognize a man's value and call them pick-me's. Why? Every post I ever put on my page about this, y'all in the comments saying I'm a pick-me. How am I? Because I didn't use my past trauma to sit there and drag men, and the good men at that, for something that they don't got nothing to do with. This is my life. I run the show. That's y'all lives. Don't forget that y'all run the show. Y'all don't have to treat men that way. Nah, that's stupid to say that. Oh, ain't nah, some of the that you dealt with wasn't you damaged. Now it's time for you to do the inner work so you can find a good man. Once you do the inner work, trust me, you're gonna find him. You know why? Because your vibrations is gonna be high and you're gonna attract the type of men that you need in your life. You are what you attract. That's a fact.
I was in Family Dollar earlier today, and I heard this man telling this lady, like, if you want a good man, you got to be able to submit. Like, you got to be able to listen to your man and let him lead you and all this extra stuff. And all I remember is the lady saying, like, I don't need no man to tell me what to do. All I need him to do is just pay the bills. Like, I don't need no man thinking he could just tell me this and that and the third, what I can and can't do. And I just thought about it and just shook my head, because we're living in such a crazy world where women feel like they don't have to be submissive, or like being submissive is some type of weakness. Like, you're upset that we have these men that are not masculine, that don't want to lead, that don't want to do nothing. Now you mad and you complaining like, oh, where are all the real men at? You scared them off. You chomping them off. You disrespecting them. You scared all the real men off. Now, y'all can call me a pick-me or whatever. You know, I really don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be the type of woman that I am till I die. But you can't be asking for a traditional man if you cannot be a traditional woman. I don't know where y'all be getting that confused at. Let me give y'all a good example. For instance, I had on some shorts today, and I feel like my shorts, it wasn't nothing wrong with my shorts in my eyes, but my boyfriend asked me to change my shorts. Now, I did it. I didn't go back and forth with him. I just straight up changed my shorts. I could have been like, nah, I'm not changing. You insecure. If you can't handle me being your girl, I could have did all that. But what was the purpose? I want a man to lead me. I want my man to, you feel what I'm saying, be able to tell me, and I take heed to it and be like, okay, you know what, let me correct myself, because if that don't make you comfortable, let me not make you uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? Because it's just a respect thing. I just don't understand how women feel like you're gonna get a man and make him submit to you. Like, that's not a man, that's a bitch. You might as well date the bitch.
The moment I knew I emotionally matured as a man was when I went out with a girl who was drop dead gorgeous, like stunning. And the date was going really well. We're flirting with each other. She's into me, and I'm like, nice. But then the red flags came up, right? Oh, you vape. Oh, you drink. You like to party. Oh, okay, you've had a lot of hookups. Nice. And I actually had the self-respect to say, you know what? My future wife would never do this. This is not going to be the mother of my children. I'm not going to let her teach my daughter to throw it back. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not letting that happen. And I actually had the self-respect to leave to not go out with her again, which for me previously was difficult because I'd always make the exception. I'm like, oh, I think this is, like, subconsciously I thought this is the prettiest girl I could get, so I would try to change her. I would like try to save her even though she didn't want to be saved, you know what I mean? Like, oh, she wants to quit vaping anyways, I can get her into the gym. No, you can't, bro. If they aren't where you kind of like want them to be, not that everyone's perfect, but like where you want them to be when you meet them, especially in the beginning when you guys are like putting up almost like a facade, like at your best, you're putting your best foot forward. Don't try and change them, bro. Don't try and do that. Don't do that to yourself. Like, you need more self-respect, and clearly you got some inner work to do if that's the case.
So one of my female friends asked me, why do a lot of good men stay single for so long? I say good because she made the distinction that she's not talking about guys that still want to be about and, you know, do their thing and date a lot of different people. She's talking about guys that say they want to be in a relationship, but they're just single. We had a long conversation, but I'll summarize what I told her. The shortest answer I can give is peace. When a guy has a purpose, when a guy knows what he's doing, when a guy is busy, when a guy is occupied, when he has plans, when he doesn't necessarily care about being about and being with bare people and so on and so forth, there's a level of contentment that he has. He has his own schedule, he has his own pattern, he has his own routine, and that brings a lot of peace, stability and contentment to him. A lot of men do not care for being with just any woman because they do not want to lose that peace. That makes him very selective, that makes him very anti-BS, that makes him very anti-headache. You see man them screaming what they want from a woman is peace. They don't mean that the woman has to have no personality and is just quiet every time she's around him and she can't be herself. No, he means he wants somebody that won't come and mess up his life pattern, won't come and bring him unnecessary headache. Everybody understands relationships aren't perfect, so there are going to be sources of headache. You guys are going to disagree with each other. You guys may fall out, but I'm not going to enter a situation intentionally knowing that this is going to be more headache than I can bear. You've just started talking to somebody and you've done something and you think it's not that deep and it's kind of turned them off a little bit. They're not comparing you to other women. They're comparing you to the peace that they're experiencing now. Whatever you did, he times that by 10 and thought to himself, this is what my life could look like if I end up with this person. So maybe I just need to stay away. And that doesn't mean he's looking for perfection, but let's be honest, there are a lot of mad people out here, both men and women. So yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, but in a snapshot, if you ever wondered why man them stay single, the man them just want peace, man.
Good men who are going into a relationship with good intentions and who don't think that women are playing all these games and don't think there's all this competition, they don't want to be toxic. So what will happen is if she is doing some disrespectful behavior, the good man who's just trying to have a good relationship will think it's mean of me to have too many boundaries. They'll think it's mean of me to tell her that I don't really feel comfortable with her going on so many girls' trips. They kind of just want to be like good, and as a result they get mistreated. Similarly, good women who just want a good relationship, they don't lead with enticing men, and as a result they don't retain the men's attention for as long, because if a good woman wants to go online to meet a man, she might say, I really want to get to know him first before I sleep with him. Unfortunately, she's competing with girls that will sleep with him on the first night, and she's competing with girls that will, you know, send after a couple of pictures. She doesn't stand a chance. Similarly, a good man is competing with potentially all the men on Instagram and stuff. So those two people tend to have it the hardest.
Good men exist, and I have met them. And you know why they're good and nice to hang out with, and you'd like to have them in your life? Because they treat women like we are actual people. They're often feminists themselves. They're not bigots. They're not racists. They support human rights. And those men also understand that when we're saying all men, we only mean men who actually do this thing we're criticizing. And they do not belong in that group, so they're never offended by it. And if you want to get mad at me for saying this, you should first put the phone down, go outside, and actually think for yourself and what is inside of you. Then we might talk.
The girls will get $5,500 each. The blokes will get $69,000
Each!
How can anyone justify this item?
They can't.
No.
I mean, the gender... I beg your pardon?
I can justify it.
Why?
Well, I tell you what, sport doesn't become interesting because the stars are paid more money. Stars get paid more money because the sport is interesting. Let me ask you this. How many of you guys on the panel know who our Australian Matildas are playing in the quarterfinals?
don't.
No, because you don't care about it. All of you can go and watch W League games in the women's competition here, but you don't. Now, when you start to go and watch these women play the wonderful football they do, then they'll earn more money. The Men's World Cup is one of the biggest money spinners on the planet. Women's football, even though at grassroots level it's working really, really well, it's got a long way to go. The other thing, let me ask you this about sports equality. The top 10 fastest men of all time in terms of sprinters are all black. Are you telling me that the white guys should say, hold on, we should be paid just as much as the black guys for sprinting? No, because they're not as fast.
I mean, modern women, they're sitting up there talking about how can anybody justify a man getting paid more in a sport? Well, people come and watch me more. If you had a stream going on and more people were in your stream, you would probably get paid more because you attract more of an audience. That's usually the way entertainment goes. The more eyeballs you bring to the screen, the more you get compensated. People, that's how sponsorships work. If you have Joe Namath or something like that, or what are these infomercials and things that, Joe Namath, but then there's somebody else, old 49ers quarterback. Can't remember his name. It's slipping my mind right now. Joe Montana, that's who it is. They'll do commercials for a hearing aid or for shoes or something like that. I know you had sway with this demographic, with this generation. So can you sell this for us? Can you get eyeballs on our product? They trust you because they used to watch you on TV all of the time. So we're going to use you as a spokesperson. If you have somebody like Beyonce or Megan Fox, who's promoting makeup, they put you in front of the screen because people see you as beautiful. So I'm going to use you to promote my products. In the same way, if you're LeBron James or Michael Jordan, we put you in the forefront because you're good at basketball. Most people like you. You're going to sell tickets. Y'all are not selling tickets. You might have some stars that people who follow you identify with, and they would pay top dollar to come watch you play. But the world in general is not coming to watch you play. And so you have a less of a pool of money. I can pay you out of that pool of money, but we don't have millions to give you. It seems like it's simple math.
Nobody talks about the guilt of not liking back. The kindest guy you know would treat you right. Like, he's sweet, he's respectful, he's probably the guy your mom would love for you to be with, and yet something in you just doesn't click. And then you feel bad because you can't even explain why. Like, how do you tell someone it's not you, it's just that my heart's not in it? It almost makes you feel ungrateful because you know there are people out here begging for someone like him.
Better.
For better.
For worse.
For work.
For richer.
For richer.
For poor.
For poorer.
We hit that snag about 20 times in counseling. Real made it very clear to Jonathan, you cannot be broke. In sickness.
In sickness.
And in health.
And in health.
To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling. Yes, we did. You want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
All right.
What comes to mind, I think it's an old Iron Maiden song. And the chorus is, run to the hills, run for your life.
I hate when I see a man that's so fine and then I pass him and he doesn't say anything.
Why would he say anything? There has to be more to this.
Like when people say, oh, girls don't shoot their shot. Yes, they do. If I look at you like this, like say you walking this way and I'm walking like this, and if I look at you like this, that's me shooting my shot. Come say something.
That was it? That's how some women shoot their shot? Oh dear. Now maybe I'm a little bit too old-fashioned or maybe just too practical. But I wonder if they have considered using the tried and true technique of using words to communicate instead of expecting men to be mind readers. Might have a little more luck with that.
So wait a sec, how are you equal if the men are the ones that have to fight and to defend the country? The men are the ones that build and maintain all the infrastructure. Like, none of this stuff in the studio is built or maintained by women. You know that like 90% of infrastructure jobs are still held by men, and that if you look at the top 20 jobs held by women now in 2024 versus 1924 are almost the exact same. So women have had 100 years to do whatever they want, and they still do the same 20 jobs they did 100 years ago, other than we switched out farm labor for HR work. But other than that, we're secretaries, nurses, daycare ladies, early childhood education, administrative assistants, retail workers, all the same that we were a century ago.
I know you guys know the feeling, but you know, when you're 30 years old and you're single and you're like trying to put yourself out there, and your friends are all married and they're like, oh, let's go to the D-backs game, and you're like sick, and then you think like it's gonna be a night out, and then they're like 7th inning in and they're like, yeah, let's go get some ice cream after this, and I'm like, oh, we have really different vibes of like what the night is going to look like.
This woman sounds desperate. She sounds nervous. She's not comfortable with where she's at because she knows she's getting a little old for the game. She's getting a little old for the club till 4 a.m. She's getting a little old for that scene. And in 2 or 3 years, 32, 33, 34, how do you think she's going to feel? That you can see her panic starting. That panic is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, you let Chris Brown have me? If you were moving like that, he could have you.
So Chris Brown called me on the stage. You ain't gonna let me go dance with Chris Brown?
Yes, but respect me.
Of course.
Simple, respect me.
Of course. I'll do Ring Around the Rosie with him.
Yeah, like you could do the little meet and greet. I don't care. I will pay for the meet and greet.
So
I don't care,
if,
but just respect me. Don't
so
let him pick you up, touch your ass, do a regular fan picture.
If Chris Brown picks me up, you won't get mad at me?
Yes, I'm not no cuck.
How? What?
I ain't no cuck.
What the freak?
I ain't about to watch another man caress my shorty.
How is that my fault though?
You think Chris Brown, at his stature, you think he's gonna go out of his way and do something that you're clearly not giving him consent to do? That boy, I'ma sue him. I'm suing. Emotional distress.
What a man can do, a woman can do better. I hope you are seeing that man there. You see the kind height where that man there on top, Abi. And I hope that as a woman, you can do better than him. Like you can climb somewhere that is taller and farther than that place that man is standing. Just negodu, look at what a man can do, a woman can do better. Nye, nye, nye. Go climb that place, make you go do that work where that man they do. So that we go know say, yes, what a man can do, you can do it better as a woman. May God bless all the hardworking men in this world. God will bless you. It's not easy to be a man at all. We see you, we recognize your struggle, and God will continue to bless and keep you all safe.
Do you think I'm a good sister?
No.
Bro, why?
You're my sister. You're mean to me.
I'm mean to you when you're failing your classes, yeah.
I'm not failing.
A D.
It's not failing.
That's a D, it's failing.
F is failing.
A D is failing.
For you it is, because you're an A+ child.
Right, I am.
Shut the hell up. You're literally doing, your career isn't only, you can't be talking you're selling pictures of whatever. You can't be saying all that studying was for what? For what?
How come the CEO of Astronomer is getting blasted all over the internet? And this chick, I have not seen one post holding her accountable. She cheated just as much as he did. She is in the fault as well. And all I keep hearing about is how the guy is a sleazebag, which don't get me wrong, he totally is. But so is she. I don't understand. There are so many people just focusing on him and what he did and his wife. And what about her husband? I mean, nobody is talking about this. Why?
Video of a woman who was running in a marathon, and when she looks over, she notices a friend of hers flew in from London to watch her finish. The friend flew in for like 24 hours, and she sees the friend and she immediately starts bawling. She's like crying and running, and you can tell she's like overjoyed that her friend would do such a thing. I think sometimes when men are questioning why women,
what we do now?
I can't even watch the video without being in the wrong. What did we have to do with her running and her best friend came into the country to support her? What we do? Damn.
Women are physically inferior, and that's the truth.
Physically inferior.
Inferior, yes.
So you're telling me that you could beat a woman's ass?
Yeah. Yeah, I could. I mean, I never would, but yeah. Are you aware of the fact that, like, probably a 12-year-old boy can probably beat you up very easily?
Actually, I'm an educational psychology major, so they can't because they don't hit puberty till 14. And
Even if they did, okay. Let's assume without puberty, he would still probably beat you up still.
Actually, he wouldn't because I have a brother and I'd beat his.
Anyway, I'm amazed that I have to explain this to a college student, but men are physically superior to women in almost every way.
I'm amazed that I gotta talk to
in
this
general.
grown-ass man with dumb things.
My phone is broken. Maybe I could get your number in it to fix it. Can I get my phone's broken. I need your number in it to fix it.
Does that usually work for people?
Yeah, but I mean, you're cute. You got that. Yeah, I mean.
Here's some advice, okay?
Okay.
Just be yourself.
Mhm.
Be confident.
Okay.
Don't go say lines like that. Like, it sounds like you just looked up lines from ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. Let her restart.
Yeah, restart. Okay.
Restart.
Hi, I'm Gabby.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet
Can I
you.
get your number?
No,
Why?
because you're American. I don't give.
I love you. Oh my God, is that your boyfriend? Yeah. Not anymore. Let's get the out of here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Go sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Have a seat. What?
Oh my goodness. Time. This isn't a skit. This is someone's actual life. This is someone's actual girlfriend. This is why I will forever say if you have a girlfriend in the big 2-5, it's a modern day humiliation ritual.
Who has the final say in a relationship, you or your man?
I think the woman, me.
Okay, let me ask you a
like-
question. Should the person that has the most responsibility have the most authority?
I think all in all, yeah.
All in all, yeah. Then who has the most responsibility in a relationship, the man or the woman? Generally.
I think the man.
The man.
Mhm.
So shouldn't the man have the authority?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so that means that the man should have the final say.
Gotcha, bitch.
And I honestly like what Milo was saying, because a lot of these modern women, they act like they don't understand what a man is looking for. But they know if a man pull up Beyonce on the screen, they're like, man, she is fine. I mean, my God, I don't know any other woman that look better than she do. Man, if she was here right now, the things I would do to her. Oh, well, you're not supposed to say that. Okay, then. You're not supposed to be hugged all up on Chris Brown. You're not supposed to be hugged all up on Morgan Wallen. This simple math. It's simple math. But modern women, they sit up there and act like they don't understand what you're saying until you flip it on them. Oh, well, I should be able to have my behind all out. Men could check me. I'm not giving them attention. I just put it out there for everybody to see. I can't help it if they come in there and enjoy what they're looking at. They like it. They comment. I can't. You insecure for even trying to limit me and stop me from doing it. Okay. Well, while you do that, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna like your pictures. I'm gonna like all of them. I'm gonna comment on all of them. I'm gonna be your first comment. Oh, I'm gonna reshare your story. I'm gonna do all of that so you know I'm supporting you as your boyfriend. But let me tell you what else I'm gonna do. And sometimes you don't have to tell them. They're gonna find out anyway, because they know what they're doing is wrong. They're gonna look through your followers and see how many women with they behind out you following. And then they're gonna go through and see if you liked any of their pictures. Oh, I'm supporting you, right? You remember I'm supporting you, I'm sharing all your stories and all that stuff. Yeah, but you're liking her stuff. You know, why you going around following all these IG models? What's wrong with it? I'm just liking and admiring. I'm just from afar, you know, I'm not really interested. You said that was okay with all the other men that be doing that to your photos. What's the issue? Okay then, shut up and get out of my face.
So why do you guys continue on hunting if it took so much work to get one loyal girl?
He just explained it.
You know, let's do the candy store analogy.
Okay. We'll go back in time here because if you guys don't get this, then I don't know what to tell you. Just low IQ.
I get it.
No. We're gonna do an analogy so you guys understand this.
Yeah.
So, ladies, let's go into a dream world real fast, right? I want you guys to imagine. There's a candy store, all right, and it's a candy store. Everyone wants to go there. It's very exclusive, etc. The women are allowed to go to the candy store 18 years old. They can go in, don't gotta pay. Get as much candy as they want, live life, right? So you're in that candy store, you spend a good amount of time in there, right? 10, 15 years in there, you start to figure out what kind of candy you like. You figure out that you like Starburst instead of Tootsie Rolls. You figure out that gummy bears are good. You figure out that, Laffy Taffy is gross. You start to figure out what kind of candy you like, right? And you sit in the aisles where you like to be. The men, however, can't get into the candy store until they're 35 years old. And they have $100,000 saved and they make $100,000 a year. So it takes them a while. It takes them 17 years to get in there. You've been in there since you're 18. They don't get in until they're 35, and they have this money saved. So a line obviously starts to accrue in front of the candy store, right? And every 17 years, a group of guys are let in. They get into the candy store. What do? They go wild. They're jumping around, hanging on the rafters, going wild, eating all the candy that you threw on the ground 10 years prior. Like, ew, what the? I don't want that Tootsie Roll. He's taking it off the ground, eating it like, oh my God, they're going crazy. And you're like, what's wrong with y'all niggas, man? You never see candy before? What's wrong with you? Meanwhile, there's guys in the background, right, cheering for them. Yeah, woo, eat that candy, yeah. Tootsie Roll. Let's go. Eat a Tootsie Roll for me, bro. Yes. Oh, man. Right? But of course, you guys have been in there for 10, 15 years. They're like, this nigga's weird. Why are you guys going so wild? Yeah. And then they look at you and they say, well, you don't have to work to get in the candy store. It's a bust my get into this position to even get a piece of candy. So you, how are you going to tell me how much candy I can eat? And that's exactly how men look at the world. We have to bust our asses to get into this candy store that you guys got into when you're 18 years old. Yep. You don't value it because you never worked to get into the candy store. We have to work and bust our ass to get into this candy store. So Tootsie Rolls that you guys threw away because you don't give a about it 10 years prior, we love that because we can finally have a Tootsie Roll. We have to pay to get that Tootsie Roll. So you can't tell a man how much candy he can eat when you have to pay for the candy.
You say it again? So first of all, like I said, my nigga, he ain't been eating at home, and I've been trying to figure out where he at. So I followed him, and I was like, okay, boom, let me just go see, because I'm thinking he fucking with another bitch. The whole time it's basically like that, because he ain't been eating at home, but he been coming over here, and he eating with you. So what's really going on? And I don't care if you're reporting me, you and whoever else.
But ma'am, I can't tell you, like, I don't have no control over your dude coming over here eating and stuff like that. Sweetheart, I run a business over here. So if your dude come over here and he eats, I'm gonna feed him. Now, if you
it's not really fair that you get to go off and like go out with your friends and get all these drinks and spend all this money when we only have one income, of course, because I'm unemployed. But I like need that money for things for me too. Like I want to go to these Pilates classes. I want to stay in good shape. I want to go out and like have fun. Yeah, I'll grab another. Another? Thank you. So I just think it's a little bit selfish, honestly, and I kind of just wish that you were willing to look at us as a team rather than like a solo situation going on, considering all that I do for you.
You want to see?
You said 4
Look. Hold on, wait. No, look.
You know what she's doing? Chat, hold on, never fall for this method. When the girl specifically says look, they pick the app that they have the least amount of emotion.
I'm not picking nothing, it's right here,
Hold
look.
on, get out of my face real quick. I have PTSD. When the girl says look, and they're trying to convince you they have nothing on their phone, they're going to go to something that has the least amount of emotion that's flooded with other girls. That way they be like, look, I'm not really talking to nobody.
I pulled that method way too many times.
You pulled that method way too many times? Even you
She's saying she's never pulled that method.
I ain't gotta do shit. I'm showing you.
Men don't want to fight back.
Unfortunately, our societal norm has become that men don't want to fight back. Like, I watched a video of a guy in an Uber. He was being choked by a woman from behind, and instead of fighting back, he holds his hands up and is like, I'm not going to touch her. I'm not going to touch her.
Oh, he's afraid.
Because he's like, if I touch her, I'm going to go to jail. And that's not okay.
It's not okay. No, that's not okay.
And we as a society have now put that on men that they can't fight back.
My hot take is that men shouldn't be allowed to sit because it's truly an epidemic that every time I go on the transit, it's full train. Majority of the people sitting are men. Like, as long as there's a gender pay gap, women should not be standing on public transit.
So you see video after video after video now of women complaining that men aren't being gentlemen. And I'm going to make video after video after video where I remind them that they're not being gentlemen because you told them not to be a gentleman because you found it offensive at the time. And now all of a sudden you want them to be a gentleman again because you snapped your fingers like this. And they are not a dog. It's not Pavlov's dog, honey.
Most recent ex is talking to a new girl who's 7 years younger than me.
So much shade, you're blocking out the sun. I don't need these. I guess this is coming to Instagram. Let's start here. The age gap between me and the new girl I'm talking to is the same age gap between me as you. You're 25 years old, pushing 30 years old, starting internet beef with me. What have I done? I moved on a long time ago. You can't handle that. That's the truth. Anyway, probably see you in the next video. See you on TikTok, see you on Instagram. This is gonna be fun.
So I have a question. Y'all pay for y'all clothes, y'all nails, y'all hair, y'all shoes, y'all bags, all this before you get with a man. Why when you get with a man, you feel like he has to take over all that? Now, if he wants to contribute because he's with you, then by all means, allow him to do that. But why do you feel like he has to take over? That's some goof. You need to continue to pay for that. Stop making it seem like a man has to buy you shoes, bags, and all this just to converse with you. This make no sense.
Please read it. Search your name in the other person's messages. Do we have to do this?
I'll do it. Okay, fine.
All right, you guys get 5 more seconds. Okay.
Yeah, she deleting messages. Wait, you deleting stuff?
Go ahead. And we're only going to get 10 seconds to look through those.
No.
Okay. Say about that?
I guess I think you know what I was gonna say. So how much do you guys talk?
Like here and there.
How much do you guys talk? When I'm back.
I'm good to go forward with the questions. Do you want to go forward with the questions?
Yeah, that's it. What is your most consistent and greatest fear?
I think coming from like an
Okay, we're gonna pause right here, and we're going to take a 5-minute break. If you want to hang out here for a second, you want to hang out with us?
Okay.
Okay. Do we want to keep moving through the questions?
Yeah, equal rights, equal fights. I'm a strong believer in that.
If you slap him first, he can slap you back.
Yeah, if he's got the bollocks to do it.
And if he doesn't do it, then he doesn't have the balls.
If he don't want to slap me back, then I know he ain't got the balls. If he slaps me back, then I respect him a bit more because I know he can handle himself. He won't let me push him about. I prefer someone that could stand up to me than someone that would just let me do it because then I know you're a pushover, innit?
Advice you can give to the dudes out there that let their chick beat on them.
Punch that in the face. What do you mean? How are you gonna sit at home and let your gal slap you up? That's stupid behavior.
These men really have to stop letting these women embarrass them online. I mean, this woman, what she say? She didn't even want the guy. She going through, the man is sitting, and this is what men do. A lot of men are keeping their end of the bargain, but modern women, because they're, and this is where that way you're single and this type of foolishness. Well, you know, you're single until you get married, so technically you can do anything that you want. They pull that type of stuff because they know they're doing the wrong thing. Bro had to get on TV. Whole mood changed. And look at the stupid stuff that you got going on. And you knew you was wrong for that. Well, I was talking to this guy and that guy, but I'm, you know, those didn't really pan out the way that I wanted them to, so I'm really focused on you. Okay. And you wonder why men look at you, you know, modern women, y'all don't understand that the way that you're acting, men are going to look at you with disgust. They despise you. They're going to despise you with the way that you're acting. This type of stuff that you're doing does not make a man want to take care of you. It doesn't make a man want to take you out. He does not see you as a princess or a queen. He sees you as a pump and dump because that's the way that you're acting.
You can't hate on the patriarchy and then perpetuate patriarchal ideas. Expecting a man to pay for all the dates and be a financial provider and lead in relationships, those are concepts and ideas that were perpetuated by the patriarchy. And women have a hard time understanding that a lot of them still have conditioning from that old system because it's not just a system, it's a mindset, it's a belief. And so it's not a question of like, is a traditional relationship bad or good? It's a question of, do you want a traditional relationship? And if you don't, are you willing to adjust your expectations to something else, to something different? Because too many women break the mold of old expectations and gender roles. They become business babes, they start making their own money, and that is amazing. But you better be giving potential partners the same level of grace if they don't meet your expectations. If a man is not as traditional as they used to be, do not hold them to a higher standard that you yourself do not meet. If you're not as feminine as women used to be, then you need to be willing to be open to trying out something new, because men are not as masculine as they used to be because the conditions aren't set up for them to succeed as easily as they once did. Men can no longer support an entire family off of one income, off of an average income. It's just not possible. There's more competition. The skill set bar has been raised. Women have entered the workforce. They developed capabilities, more skill sets, more masculine traits. And so men have gotten used to things being done for them. A lot of men were raised by masculine women. There is a shift happening where men have connected more emotionally and women have evolved more with their capabilities. You need to make sure you're living in alignment. If you're a modern day feminist and you don't believe in the patriarchy, but you're letting a man support you and provide for your lifestyle, your actions aren't aligning with your belief system. Or maybe you're someone that provides for themselves, but you don't know how to let go of control. It's your responsibility to know yourself, to live life the way that makes you feel empowered. Modern day relationships look like a lot of delegating. It's a lot of, I'm good in this area, I'll make decisions in this area, you're good in that area, you make decisions in that area, and we'll come together for these things. But if men aren't assertive, if they don't know how to speak up for themselves, communicate clearly, and if women don't know how to let go of control and be more flexible, then you're going to keep repeating the cycle of dysfunction.
Seriously, Matt.
Fellas, Code Red. I don't typically release the hounds on the Code Red, but in this video, yeah, it's one of them. Full discretion is advised.
Okay. I'm not selling the car. Yes, you are selling the car. I already told you. It's either the car or our family, because I'm pretty much over. Right, yes, I'm pretty much. You're literally making 0 cents right now. Matt, I am 1,000% serious that the more I think about it, it just pisses me off about how much money we spend on that car, or how much money we could be saving if we got rid of your car. I'm not selling the car. Yes, you are. No, I already told you. It's me or your car. Okay, that's not a realistic Okay, well, you thing. choose. What are you talking about? Are you being serious? Yes, I'm dead serious. We're not selling the car. There's no reason to sell the car. Okay, whatever. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Did you really just throw that out there? Yes. Don't pull over. What are you talking about? Matthew, don't pull over. This is someone's house. I don't care. Matthew, pull up. No. Yes. No. Yes. Did you really just throw your ring out there? Yes.
You know, personally, I'm not the guy that deals well with unnecessary ultimatums. Anytime I've ever been put in a position like that, I've always chosen myself. Within reason, of course. She wants him to sell a car. He doesn't want to sell the car. She then places the ultimatum on the table to choose the car or his family, which is a very up position to put somebody in, because it's not that serious. And although he doesn't verbally express the decision, she takes off her ring and throws it out of a moving car. Fellas, this is why I've released the Code Red. But believe it or not, this video is not about them. It's about us. We have to make better decisions on the women we decide to marry. Nothing about this woman in that short clip would tell me this is wife material. And I know she been like this. She didn't get like this over this situation. The way the conversation is going, the way they're interacting with each other, you can tell this is a normal occurrence between the two of them. That's why he's so calm about it. That's why for him it's like, here's another episode, basically.
I don't care. Why did you throw it out the window? Because you're making me angry. I already told you it's me in the car and you're not deciding. Hurry, this is literally someone's house.
Okay, why'd you go get your ring now?
No, you're not gonna go get my ring. I don't want to wear it anymore.
Okay.
Alright, well don't bother stopping me because I don't want to wear it.
I don't care if you don't want to wear it. I'm finding the ring.
Why?
What are you talking
Just leave
about?
it there. It's fine. I don't want to wear it anymore.
Okay, well, you're going to wear it. What are you talking about?
Well, you made me mad, so no, I don't want to wear it.
So you throw out your ring?
Yes, I don't want to wear it
Because you
anymore.
got mad?
Yes, because I told you meet her in the car and then you said the car basically, so.
I didn't say the car. I just said I'm not selling the car. There's no reason to sell the car. You're making... Yeah, if it were me, I'd be honest with you, she was walking home. Not only would she be walking home, I'm going to find that ring because I need that, and she would be hearing from my lawyers. And then I would have to put the icing on the cake and move out when she at work so I could have that dramatic effect. Like I've mentioned to you, the video is not about them. It's about us. You cannot commit to women like that throw temper tantrums and do stupid like that. You know how disrespectful that is to a marriage? All because you have a disagreement. And it's not like if he don't sell the car, you guys are going to be homeless or you're going to go missing a meal or something like that. You just don't want him to have it. Plus, you are more concerned about parking in front of someone's house than throwing out the thing that symbolizes your marriage. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Women like that deserve to be single forever. Fellas, we need to remember the two most important decisions in your life is who you have kids with and who you marry. Y'all keep the change.
Because I'm trying to understand. And to the bougie ladies, y'all can help me understand in the comment section down below. What you mean y'all leaving y'all men? Y'all hard-working men that make sure they provide his food on the table and sometimes got clothes in your back, and even that's not his job. I really think it's a woman's job to make sure she got clothes. You feel me? I really think it's a woman's job to make sure she keep her nails and her feet done. What you mean you left the man because he can't afford you? What you mean? What y'all mean? Then y'all got women under the comments on my post about eating that Longhorn and Outback saying, well, the men need to stay out of their DMs or stay out of their way if they can't afford them because they not eating that Longhorn and they not eating that Outback. So what you want to eat? He put food in the crib. Cook it. It's not his job to do. It's not his job to buy you Fendi, Gucci, Chanel. It's no value in that. A man in his right mind ain't finna do that. Now hear me out, it's a plus when you ask him, babe, I need my nails and my feet done, and he pay for it. Babe, I want this bag, and he buys it. But it's not mandatory. He don't have to do that. And if he tell you no, that don't mean you leave him, or that don't mean he can't afford your lifestyle. That's ridiculous. You finna with 9 cats and 2 dogs, and no ring on your finger. And there's a lot of men leaving these women because they really like, you know what, I'm sorry I can't be with this girl because I can't afford her. He got a job, he paying bills, and he keeping food on the table. And y'all still making the men feel this small. Oh, well, you can't afford my lifestyle. Or every time I ask him for money, he say no. You should have a job. And it's a plus if you have a job and a man tell you keep all your money. What you doing with your money? It was a time when us women couldn't work and we fought so that we can work. You got a job now. We can work. Go accumulate your own money. You want a $5,000 bag? You go buy it. You want $7,000 pair of shoes? You buy it. It's amazing, and it's a plus if we do find a wealthy man that'll be able to do that for us. You feel me? But it's not mandatory. And y'all got the nerve to be out here making real men that's working feel this little because they can't buy you a pair of $7,000 shoes. Not everybody's rich. Not everybody's wealthy. Some people just making it. And y'all got some nerve. And we already on a shortage of real men. Half of them is either in prison. And y'all want to take advantage of the ones that's out here providing for their families and working, putting food on the table. Giving you money here and there. And that's still not enough. Y'all out here making posts talking about I had to leave him because he can't afford my lifestyle. Get a grip. A real man knows the value of $1. It's a man's job to lead and provide. It's not our job to lead because God knows if us women had to lead.
Oh yeah? Well then why do men commit suicide more often than women, huh?
I can tell that they sincerely care about this subject.
Like, I'm sorry, are you trying to flex or make a point?
See what I mean? Absolutely nothing but caring and empathy.
I can tell you why men commit suicide, but it's not going to make you look any better. More men are mentally unstable than women.
What an interesting statement. However, I do have something for them that I don't think they're going to like.
yourself is the weakest thing you could do as a person.
Is anybody else wondering what school of psychology they went to?
Why are you bragging about that? Why do you keep bringing that up? Do you want us to feel sorry for you? Do you want us to somehow take the blame?
If there was a face to the reason why men really don't like talking about their issues, I think we found it.
You want us to say, oh no, men are themselves so much, it must be something we're doing. You're knocking on the wrong door if that's what you're expecting from me.
The sad part is this isn't even rage bait. If anyone's familiar with their other content, this is par for the course.
Go get some therapy, maybe take some medication, and try to work through your problems instead of just offing yourself when it gets too hard.
Gentlemen, I would like to offer my reassurance that not every woman out there is so warm and understanding.
Stop expecting women to take the blame for everything that you guys mess up.
Wow.
Maybe if you guys didn't spend so much time actively hating everything feminine.
It really is a truly special type of person that actively goes out of their way to try to find ways to victimize themselves.
You could learn a thing or two from women about how to process your emotions without offing yourself. But we know you're not going to do that.
If anyone wanted to see a prime example of why it's not always women that have the most empathy, we found one.
A lot of these modern women don't really have the emotional intelligence, nor do they have the capacity to have the emotional intelligence and maturity that they're expecting from men. That's why you get people, and I appreciate Lady J for kind of combating this nonsense, because you get people that just be talking about stuff that they don't even know about. Well, why don't you try to work through your problems instead of offing yourself? That is one way, and I would definitely encourage people in general to do that. But I would also say modern women be acting like they're the most stable, and what you don't clearly understand is you have a lot of issues too. It's just, well, we talk about it more. No, it's that women tend to have more support in society. That's what tends to happen. You tend to have a lot more people caring about what you're saying, instead of saying, why don't you go back to work? Yeah, you know what? We all have those issues. It's time for you to get back to work. People usually say, why don't you take the day off? The first time I heard of Mental Health Day was probably now, I want to say maybe 4 years ago. But throughout that time, I had never heard anything like that. It wasn't something that I was familiar with. And she said, yeah, you should take a mental health day. It came from a woman. Most men work all the time, and they're going to continue to work. I don't get a mental health day because the world never stops spinning. You have to always provide for somebody. So you don't really get a mental health day like that. But most modern women, they would. If you cry long enough, we'll go ahead and send you home and, go do whatever you need to do and come back strong enough. A lot of men don't really have that option because society, hopefully it changes, but society is like, well, we gotta need your production. So while we're sending her home for the day, we kind of got to keep you.